address would be, what's to eat? Those are the words of teens, children, and families all around the world. But sadly, some of these people are asking that because they have no food. Or maybe they're sitting on a cold, dark street corner with their families. And many of us think we are helping this horrible and dire situation when we are the ones contributing to it. We are the ones laying them off or telling them they have been fired. That's why if I was leader of the free world, the first issue I would address would be poverty. Poverty is one of the greatest challenges the leader faces because of its impacts on economy, health, and the well-being of the country. According to BusinessInsider.com, 1 out of every 5 children is in poverty right now. BusinessInsider.com also reported that 28% of all U.S. households have at least one family member looking for a full-time job. But those who are living in poverty didn't ask for it. Kids don't go to their parents and tell them, I want to be homeless when I'm older. Maybe they got laid off or fired because of companies' major cutbacks. We're talking about businessmen and women, lawyers, and even teachers. Then children see their parents struggling and lose heart and end up without a dream. They don't see a chance of being a doctor, fireman, or even a teacher, but instead see a life of tragedy and despair. This saddens me deeply. But this is not a new problem. My dad tells me about how when he was a kid, his dad went to work wearing shoes with cardboard insoles because they were worn through. So my dad, his sisters, and my grandma would have new shoes for school and church. My grandpa sacrificed to give his family hope. Poverty affects the health of many nations. Across the world, children are dying from diseases such as AIDS. Poverty.com reported that AIDS kills a little less than 2 million people a year, or about 1 person every 17 seconds. The toll is worse in Africa, where millions of parents have died, leaving children as orphans. Often teachers have died as well, leaving schools empty. Doctors and nurses have died, leaving hospital clinics and hospitals and medical clinics empty, with nothing. Often farmers have died, leaving crops in the field. Yet AIDS is a preventable and increasingly treatable disease. Through proper medicine and education, the huge majority of this can be stopped. And we really should be ashamed of ourselves. We have tons of food in the world for everyone. The problem is that people in poverty cannot get themselves out to feed themselves. We don't care enough to help, or we just don't know how to help. Often if they cannot feed themselves, they become sick and weaker to work. And then this makes them increasingly less able to work and sick. This downward spiral continues until death for them and their families. So I have an idea. As leader of the free world, I will arrange this and model it. It's called Hungry for the Hungry Day. Just 1 day a year, we don't eat a cheeseburger or pay $4 for a cup of coffee, but instead, we use that money to help people in need. And maybe not all of us do this. Maybe half of us do this, maybe a fourth of us do it. We would still have a tremendous amount of money. And that money will go towards paying for their meals, shelter, and education. And you may think it won't work. You may think no one will believe in it. But some people will. Some people will do this. And as leader of the free world, I will be the first. I will be the first to make a difference.